It's indeed an honor and a privilege to be here, to be asked to say a few words on 70 years of India Cements and 50 years of Mr. Srinivasan's contribution to the cement industry, to India Cements, and to the sporting fraternity. While there are more dignified people and more knowledgeable people to speak on Mr. Srinivasan's contribution to the cement industry, to the sporting industry, and like Mr. Sunil Gavaskar and Mr. Kapil Dev before me, spoke about his many contributions to Indian sport, to world sport, to Tamil Nadu cricket, to Indian cricket, to world cricket. For me, I think I'd like to speak about a few things that for me, I think, in a way, signify the man that Mr. N. Srinivasan is and was for me. I joined India Cements in 1994. I think it was April or May of 1994. So it's almost been 25 years since I've been a member of the India Cements family. And in those days, Mr. Srinivasan, I wasn't involved in Tamil Nadu cricket. I think the India Cements team had just come in from the second division into the first division. And when I joined the company, I was told that I didn't know Mr. Srinivasan at all. I was just told that, that Mr. Srinivasan is the managing director of the company. He's very interested in cricket. And I thought, there are a lot of managing directors. There are a lot of people who are interested in cricket. So yes, Mr. Srinivasan must be one of them. And I think we were playing our first or second league match. And we were playing in Guru Nanak College ground. And I think we were playing MRF or someone like that. And somebody said, Mr. Srinivasan has come to the ground. And I found that, really strange. The managing director of the company come to watch a league match. But Mr. Srinivasan was there. And that was something that was repeated so very often. Mr. Srinivasan would come to watch our league matches when we played at the Guru Nanak College ground. And not only would he come, and what amazed me is, when we would have, like Mrs. Rupa said, at the end of a long day, when long day's work and in the end of a cement, and you'd have conversations about what happened in the day's work. We'd come back into the dressing room, and as most people do, we'd be sitting around and having a conversation or having a chat. And Mr. Srinivasan would join the chat and would join the conversation. And what amazed me in those early years was his knowledge, not only about cricket, but his knowledge about league cricket, knowledge about each and every one of us who was playing in that team. This was an India Cements team. I think it was Sridhar CC in those days. It was called Sridhar CC. And Mr. Srinivasan would follow the scores. He would not only know our scores, Mr. Srinivasan would know the scores of what was happening in other league games and how that would affect the table and how that would affect us. And I found that incredible. For someone, a young person like me just joining the company, to see that someone, the MD of the company, had so much time, had so much passion and love for the game. I think a lot of Mr. Srinivasan's achievements will be definitely recognized. I'm sure they've been encapsulated in this book. All that he's gone on to do for former cricketers, all that he's gone on to do for Tamil Nadu cricket, all that he's gone on to do for Indian cricket, professionalize the board, make it one of the most richest boards in the world, all that he's gone on to do for the ICC, make it one of the most vibrant organizations in the world. But for me, the core and the basic of everything that happens and all that it comes back to is really the love and the passion for cricket that Mr. Srinivasan had. At that time, he was not even involved in the TNCA, but he loved the sport. And that really comes shining through in Mr. Srinivasan. Every time that I meet him and every time that I think of Mr. Srinivasan, I think of someone who obviously was a great administrator, a great manager, a great leader, but someone who in the deep core loved the sport and truly loved the people who played the sport. And I think that always came through for Mr. Srinivasan.
Where to start, I was just thinking. I met Mr. Srinivasan 20 years back, or maybe little more. This my career. Why you come so late? That was very painful. We played cricket on very highest level, but I think we never had a person like you who can administrate us when we were playing cricket. Certain people come to handle the administration, certain people make impact and and you were the one who made impact in the cricketing world. Not if today I can say proudly, when I start playing cricket, we used to wish can our salary should be like Australian players or English player. And today, all Australian, England, South African are crying, can we have a salary like Indian players? I will take this opportunity, not only to you, I think the people who are behind the show, I like to give them credit. There is a leader, but leader cannot achieve everything if his team is not good enough. So I'll take this opportunity to say all the people who are working behind the scene, you've done a fantastic job. And today, without any doubt, any sports you take it, nobody will look after their sports people the way you people have looked after. A lot of people, I'm not talking about Indian Cement because I don't know much about that and that's not my field. I known him only through cricket. And I must say that a lot of up and down comes out. But I tell you, any cricketer who played for India will say that this gentleman who's sitting here, he made our life. Selflessly work. Everybody wants to achieve something, but I think certain people come out and make impact in cricketing field also, in administration also. I think in my mind, the two people come to my mind in last 40 years. One is Mr. Dalmi and second, Mr. Srinivasan. What they did for cricket, I think all the other sporting people should understand how to run the administration. Despite of you have a lot of opposition, through the media also, through the government also, that's fine, it happened. We all gone through that, but when a person who does so much for the sports and sometimes media look for the negative thing, I always maintain that look at the positive thing he's done more or negative. But I think he have done more positive in this world of sports, not in cricket. He set a benchmark for other sports to follow. Hats off to you, and I'm proud to know you, and I'm humbled to be here in front of you. Thank you very much.